lot of the people who came were people of faith. And from my perspective, those people of faith came, and although they were rejected, they had the tenacity to keep going.
Growing up, perhaps for many of them in their different countries in the Caribbean, their experiences were told of a message, an evangelical message which says there's God who loves you, there is this God who welcomes you and accepts you. And for many of them coming to Great Britain, coming to the UK during that time, they came with that belief, they came with their faith in God. However, when many of them went through the doors of many of the churches, that even perhaps some of, not just only the Anglican churches, but the Baptist churches that had missionaries in many of these countries at that time, they didn't find that same welcome.
Flying the ointment was worship. So we were Church of England in Jamaica, and tried the Church of England in Hammersmith. The first week nobody spoke to us. The second week we were told, somebody came up to us and we got really excited. And I say us at this time, it's still me on my own. And they said, oh, you were sitting in somebody's seat. And my mother just looked at the person. She said, well, that's the last time you'll be seeing us.
I'd say there were two sort of camps. There were the people that went to church, and there were people that went to parties. There were some that went to both. But those were the two major things, I think. My mum was a churchgoer, and I remember her actually going to a church, a British church, and actually being told, we think you'd be better off going somewhere else. And I think that happened to a lot of people back in that day. And because of that, I think one thing that's happened in Britain, that we've got a lot of black churches, is because of that. Some people were not made welcome at churches.
We have several churches now that are still around from that time, and they built their churches in their communities, they found a sense of belonging, and they retained their faith.